All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I have a smaller iPad today, so I hope I feel like I'm really close to it. So I hope all of you can still see me well today. My name is Christine Negretti. I'm a doctor of physical therapy, board certified neurologic clinical specialist, and I'm Power Move certified, and I'm one of the PTs here at UCSD. Welcome to those of you who are new. I see a few names that I don't recognize, so thanks for joining us today. We are about to go through a 45-minute exercise class that's designed specifically for individuals with Parkinson's or Parkinsonianisms. Thank you again. We usually start off class by talking about an article or just some sort of educational information. And so I'm going to start with that today. We know that, our balance is really important, but decreased postural control or impaired balance is one of the main causes of falls in older adults. And our posture is generated by our musculoskeletal structures, which are under control of our central nervous system. So thinking our brain and our spinal cord. And our muscles are the sole source of energy for moving our body into proper positions during the control of balance. And so having good balance is almost always starts with having a good core strength. So I'm just going to read this from an article that I thought was interesting. It just says the core has been described as our muscular core set. So our abdominals are in the front, our erector spinae and our glutes are in the back. So our back muscles and our tush muscles. And then our diaphragm that helps us breathe is considered the roof. And then our pelvic floor and our hip girdle is on the bottom. So our core muscles stabilize the spine and our trunk during movement of our lower extremities as well as our upper extremities, so that it's always engaged when we're walking, when we're running, if you're throwing something or using your upper extremities to do some sort of dynamic task. So good core strength has been shown to reduce and prevent injuries in our lower extremities, like our knees, our hips, and our ankles. It's also been used, obviously, to perform or enhance performance in a lot of high-level athletes. And it's correlated with just improved physical fitness and an individual's health in general, because if we want to have good dynamic balance, we have to have good core strength, and we're moving all the time. And it's also shown to have a significant decrease in our low back pain. So back pain is something that tends to occur in individuals with Parkinson's or Parkinsonianisms. And it's oftentimes contributed to some of that stooped posture. So really helping strengthen our core to allow us to have good posture can definitely reduce that from happening. So today our class is going to be core focused. So for those of you that are new to joining us, we're going to start off with a little bit of a warm-up, go into an interval series, and then we're going to finish with some power moves with a core-focused twist today. If you have a weight, go ahead and grab it. Some of our intervals are going to include a weight. If you don't have one, that's okay. I brought a medium weight with me today. You can also grab a soup can if you want, or a water bottle, anything to throw your balance off a little bit more. We'll add a little extra challenge to our exercise class today. So all you need is a chair, and I would like you to have a sturdy chair. I don't have a sturdy chair here in class, so I'm going to be using this table behind me, but go ahead, grab a chair, grab a weight if you want to use it, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm just going to set myself up here. I'm going to take this recycle bin out of the way. Okay. So what we're going to do first is we're going to do a few dynamic warm-up exercises. I'm going to be standing today, but all of these exercises can be done in the chair as well. All right. So if you're ready, go ahead and join me. We're just going to start warming up our core muscles. So for those in stance, you're going to take a nice wide base of support. If you're sitting in your chair, do the same thing. You're going to reach one arm up and over as the other arm slides down your leg. You're going to go as far as you can. You're going to come back up to the center, and we're just going to switch, alternating side to side. So I'm going to have you go at your own pace. You do what feels good. Some of you might feel that one side is a little more tight than the other. So you can hold that side for a little bit longer if you want to, but we're just starting to warm up here. So go at whatever pace feels good. We're gonna go a few more seconds here, and then we're gonna try and warm up the front of our chest, which can be tight and pull us into that forward flex posture. I'm gonna go 4 more here. So here's 1, 2, 3, 1 more. Here's 4. Good. All right, this next one, if you can, you're gonna try and reach your arms behind you, and you're gonna clasp your hands together. If you're in your chair, you might need to scoot forward so that you can reach your hands behind you. If you can't clasp, that's okay, just bring them all the way behind, as far as you can. So you're gonna clasp your hands together. You're kind of in this rounded position. What I want you to do is you're gonna pull your arms back, you're gonna look up, get your chest up, and then you're gonna relax back down. So our pec muscles in the front tend to be really tight, so this is a good stretch to try and open up the chest, look up, and then relax. Go ahead, keep doing this active stretch here at whatever pace feels good to you. Again, as you pull back, chest comes forward, you're looking straight ahead. Keep going, always make sure you're breathing. We're gonna do a few more here. I definitely feel a big stretch doing this. Let's do 1 more together. Good. All right, go ahead and roll your shoulders back or forward, do whatever feels good to you. All right, next one, starting to warm up our back a little bit and our hamstrings. If you're sitting, you can do it in the chair. Standing, nice wide base of support. You're gonna inhale, I want you to reach up, look up, and then as you exhale, you're gonna bring your arms out to the side. You're gonna fold forward, bringing your hands down towards your toes. If you're here, go ahead and just rock your trunk side to side. You can nod your head, yes, and then shake your head, no. And then now I want you to slowly roll back up to standing 1 vertebrae at a time. Roll those shoulders back, end with good upright posture. We're gonna do the same thing again. So you're gonna inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Whatever feels good down here, do it. If you want to move your head side to side, move your trunk, that's fine. And we're going to slowly roll up 1 vertebrae at a time again. Roll those shoulders back. Finish with good posture. Let's go 2 more. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Do what feels good down here. And then slowly roll back up. Finish with good posture. Last one, big inhale. Arms up, exhale, forward fold. Shake your head, yes and no. And then slowly roll back up. Finishing with good posture. All right, last one in standing to warm up our core. I'm gonna turn to the side. If you're in sitting, just bring your legs out in front of you and have your hands on your lap. For those of you in standing, you're gonna bring your hands down towards your thighs, just above your knees. You're gonna round your back out as if you're an angry cat. And then you're gonna dip your back down, arching your back, looking straight ahead. So again, you're gonna curl your back and then go ahead and come into a dip here, looking forward. So go ahead, if you wanna go a little bit quicker than what I'm doing, you can. If you need to slow down, you can do that too. Again, these are for you, so do what feels good. Make sure you're breathing throughout. I'm just gonna do a few more. This is one of my favorite stretches to do on the floor. Good, and then slowly stand up one vertebra at a time. Roll those shoulders out. Let's just do a few thoracic rotations. I just have my hands right on top of each other since we didn't get to do too much thoracic mobility. Do a few more, and then we're gonna get right into our intervals. So again, if you wanna use a weight, go ahead and grab it so that you have it. All right, good. Shake it out. Okay, we're gonna do 6 exercises now, 30 seconds each, and we're only gonna flow through it 2 times today. Again, all of these are core focused. They can be done in the chair if you need to, or always holding onto the chair is an option. The first exercise is a standing bird dog. So some of you might have heard of this, but and do it on the floor. What you're gonna think about is I want you to think of a nice tight core. You're gonna lift up one knee and then the opposite arm is gonna go up. You're gonna slowly lower back down and then we're gonna switch sides. So we have a reciprocal arm swing. If I turn here, if you're mirroring me, you bring that right leg up, left arm goes up. Slow lower down, and then we're gonna switch. So it'll be left knee up, right leg or right arm up. Same thing goes in sitting, and then again, if you need to hold on with a hand as you do this exercise, that's an option too. Slow and controlled. It's not about speed today. We're really working on our balance, improving our core strength. The next one is a squat with a kick out to the side. So you're gonna have a nice tight core. We're gonna squat down. As you come up, you're gonna kick one leg out to the side, land in that wide stance position, come down, big kick, and step. If you're in the chair, you can go ahead, squat down, kick that leg out to the side, all right? The last one in our third exercise before we take a break, we're gonna come down into a wide squat. So your toes are pointed out towards the side, almost like at a 45-degree angle. We're gonna sink down, our hands are gonna become behind our head, and we're gonna crunch side to side. If this is too intense on your legs, you can always hold a mini squat, or you can just stand up all the way and go side to side. We'll take a break, and we're gonna have you grab your weight. Exercise number 4. You're gonna take a wide stance. You're just gonna have your hand wrapped around your weight. You're gonna come down if you're mirroring me to the right, and then you're gonna lift up, twist up to the left. So we're going back and forth in this diagonal pattern, really starting to challenge our balance and activating that core, okay? The next one, you have your weight. You're gonna reach it up over your head. You're gonna bring it in big circles. The bigger your circles are, the more your core is going to have to work. If you wanna challenge your balance, you can bring your feet nice and close together. If you really want the extra challenge, you can try even doing it as you're standing on one foot. And then the last exercise we'll do is you're gonna take a wide stance. If you're mirroring me, you'll have your weight in your right hand. You're gonna reach it over your head. You're gonna slide that left hand down your thigh, and then you're gonna come all the way back up into standing. Okay, those are gonna be our 6 exercises, and I'm going to repeat all of that one more time as we go through them. So go ahead, get ready, grab that weight if you need to, and we're gonna start with that bird dog. All right, here we go. Knee up, opposite arm up. It's like a slow and controlled march. So you're alternating sides, opposite arm, opposite leg. Again, the slower you go, the more we're gonna engage that core and challenge that single leg balance. Keep going, we're almost done, and then we're gonna go into that squat and kick. All right, nice wide stance. You're gonna squat down, kick that left foot out to the side, come back into that wide stance, squat, kick right, squat, kick left. Keep going, squat, kick right, squat, kick left. Make sure when you're squatting that your knees are not coming over your toes. You want to make sure you're sinking back, really engaging those glutes. All right, here we go. If you're coming down into this low squat, join me. Hands behind the head. We're going to crunch left and right. Crunch left and right. I already feel my quads burning. So if you need to stand up and then sink back down, that's definitely an option. Or as I mentioned before, just stay standing and crunch side to side. Keep going and stand. Good. Grab that weight if you have it. Again, you're going to take a nice wide base of support for the next one. Your weight's in your hand. You're going to turn down to the right and then twist up to the left. You can hold on with one hand. For those of you in our chair, you can do the same thing. No weight required if you don't need or don't want. All right, here we go. 30 seconds. Have a little bend in your knees. You're going to reach down to the right, chop up to the left. Try and keep your eyes focused on your hands. It's going to challenge your balance even more. And again, this is slow and controlled. Really trying to think of engaging that core, keeping us stable. We have about 10 seconds left. And then we're going to go into those overhead circles. All right. Bring your feet apart together or in single leg stance, whatever you want. And then you're going to make a big circle with that weight above your head. Again, the bigger your circle is, the more challenging it's going to be on your balance. I'm going to try and do a tandem stance just to give myself a little added challenge because feet together seemed a little bit easy for me. Good, and then now let's step our feet apart, reach that weight up over your head and that right hand, slide your left hand down your leg and then stand back up. Slide down and up, slide down and up. If you're in the seated position, you can do the same thing, right? Just leaning over to the left and then sitting up nice and tall, bringing that right hand overhead. Woo. Now my arm a little bit tired too. Okay, go ahead and set your weight down. Drink some water if you need it. This is going to be our last time through our interval section today. So if you think that one of those exercises wasn't that challenging, try and make it a little bit more challenging. Maybe don't hold on with your hand or maybe stand up out of that chair. So first exercise is going to be that bird dog. Pretty much slow and controlled march. Here we go. So I have my left hand up, right knee up, and then I'm going to switch. Right hand up, left knee up. Slow and controlled. See, when you come on one leg, can you hold it for a 2 count? 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. Really challenging that single leg stance. If you're in sitting, this is pretty challenging too, trying to get that knee up. All right, wide stance. We're gonna squat down, kick left. Squat down, kick right. Squat down, kick left. Squat down, kick right. Keep going at your own speed. If you're in sitting, this kick is gonna be pretty challenging. Keep going. Hold on to the chair if you need it. All right, for those of you that are joining me, wide stance, you're gonna sink all the way down, hand behind your head. You're gonna crunch left, back to the center, crunch right, back to the center. Left and right. This is definitely a leg burner, but we're activating all of those lateral core muscles as we're crunching side to side. Woo, keep going. All right, take a break. Shake the legs out if you need to. We're gonna grab that weight and we're gonna do the opposite side with all of our exercises. So if you're sitting or standing, the weight's gonna start towards the left. We're gonna bring it up towards the right. And then We'll start with the head circles and then finish with that windmill exercise. All right, wide stance. Here we go. Weights down to the left, twist up to the right. Down to the left, twist up to the right. Try and look at that weight as you bring it up. Slow and controlled motion. Challenging your balance, activating that core. Have about 10 seconds left. Get a few more chops in here. All right. Circles over our head. Pick that challenging base of support and move that weight in a big circle over your head. I definitely feel my ankles working to help me maintain my balance. And this would be impossible if we didn't have good core strength. Keep going, 5 more seconds here. All right, nice wide stance. Weight goes in your left hand. Push it way up over your head. Right leg, or right hand, excuse me, slides down. And then you stand all the way back up. Slide down, all the way back up. Again, working our lateral core here. A lot of mobility required to do this exercise too. You only have 5 seconds left, and then we're gonna flow into our power section. Woo, good job. All right, set that weight down. Resistance always adds that little extra challenge that's great for us to have. So have a sip of water if you need to, towel off. I'm just gonna change my timer up here. All right, so we're gonna flow into our power section for the last part of class. We have some new individuals here today, so I just wanted to go over what power is really briefly. Power stands for Parkinson's Wellness Recovery, PWR, and it really focuses on addressing really 4 areas where individuals start to notice a little bit of deficits occur. It works on our posture, our ability to weight shift in all different planes, works on our trunk mobility, and then our ability to take big steps and do nice transitions. So again, all these can be shown in the chair. I'm going to show our seated version real quick. If you want to stay standing, stay standing. Okay, so feet are going to be nice and wide. You're going to have your hands on your thighs. You're going to lean down, and then you're going to sit up nice and tall. And we're just going to do this repeated motion, 10 repetitions. For those of you in standing, nice wide base of support. You're going to squat down, bring your hands together, and then you're going to bring your arms out to the side. Chest is up, head is up. Working on our posture here, strengthening those muscles in the back that pull our shoulders back. All right, here we go. In addition to our glutes, we're going to do 10 in a row, count out nice and loud, amplitude all the way down to your fingertips. Here we go. Squat down, up for 1, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, 5, down, 6, down, here's 7, down, 8, down, 9, down, and 10. All right, power up with a twist. You need that nice sturdy chair. If you want to stay seated, you're going to do the exercise the same exact way. If you have a sturdy chair, you can use the seat. You can use the back of it, or you can use a table nearby, which is what I'm going to use because my chair will roll away from me. We're going to do a modified push-up. If you want the full push-up, go ahead, get down to the floor and do a real push-up. But again, I'm going to show the modified version on the table. So you're going to have your hands on the back of your chair, seat of your chair, or on the table. You're going to walk your feet back. Power up with a twist. You're going to come down, big push up into that plank position, okay? If you want to do power up just how we did it 10 times, that's absolutely okay with you. You pick what's challenging but doable. Here we go. We're going to 10 push-ups in a row or your regular power up. You're going to come down, up for 1, down, up for 2, down, up for 3. Nice tight core. Down, up for 4. Down, up for 5. Down, up for 6. Down, up for 7. Down, up for 8. Down, up for 9. Last one, you guys got it. Down, up for 10. Woo! All right, great job. Whichever one you decided to do, thanks for joining and doing it today. So now we're going to do our power rock. This one's really focusing on our ability to weight shift. If you've ever tried to get out of a chair and you kind of flopped back into it, it's usually because you're not weight shifting forward enough. So power rock focuses on weight shifting. If you're in a seated position, your legs are going to be nice and wide. You're going to bring your forearm down to your leg. You're going to reach up and over. Sit back up nice and tall, and then reach up and over. For those of you in standing, we're going to have a nice wide base of support. We're going to do a huge weight shift to the side. Reach up, look up, both arms are active. Then we're going to come back to the middle. Big weight shift up to the other side and back to the middle. If you want that extra balance challenge, you can come all the way up to 1 foot, back down, all the way up to 1 foot, and back down. Pick whichever one is challenging but doable. Here we go 10 times. Make sure you're counting out loud. Ready? 1, to the middle, 2, middle, 3, middle, 4, middle, 5, middle, 6, middle, 7, to the middle, 8, to the middle, 9, to the middle, one more, 10, to the middle. Good job, everyone. Next, power move with the spice, right? If you want to stay seated, you're going to do the exact same thing. If you want an added challenge, again, you're going to use the seat of your chair, the back of your chair, or a nice sturdy table. And if you want the maximal challenge today, you're going to come all the way down into that plank position on the floor, okay? So what we're doing is we're going to go into this downward dog position, and then we're going to drop our hips down, chest is forward. I'm going to show the modified version, like I said, with the table here, okay? So you're going to have your hands on whatever surface you want. You can do the same power rock you just did if that is what is in your wheelhouse today. All right, so those of you in this modified position, and everybody in general, we're going to rock back, get a good stretch in those hamstrings, and then you're going to come forward. You're going to try and dip your hips down towards the back of your chair or that table. And then we're going to rock back. So this is 2. Come forward, look forward, rock back for 3. Come forward, hips down, rock back for 4. Forward, drop those hips down, rock back for 5. Come forward, hips down, rock back for 6. Come forward, hips down, rock back for 7. Come forward, hips down, rock back for 8. Come forward, hips down, rock back for 9. Ooh, big stretch forward. Last one, rock back for 10. Come forward, drop your hips down. Great job. Another one of my favorite stretches. Okay, the next one's gonna be our power twist, working on our axial mobility. Again, we have a tendency for our trunk to get really tight. We overwork our back muscles because we have a little bit of a weaker core. So we're gonna try and work on flexibility here. If you're in sitting, your legs are nice and wide, your hands are out to the side. You're gonna do a big twist. Your whole body's turning, bringing your hands together. You're gonna open up nice and wide, and then it's a big twist to the other side. I'm turning so much that my leg is dropping down towards the floor. If you're in standing, nice wide base of support, arms come out to your side. It's gonna be a big twist, pivoting on that back foot, opening up, thinking head up, chest is up, and then a big twist to the other side. 10 in a row, count out loud with me. Here we go. So you're gonna turn for 1, open, 2, open, 3, open, 4, open, 5, open, 6, open, 7, open, 8, open, here's a 9, open, 10, open. Great job. All right, if you want to stay seated, you're going to do the same exact thing. For those of you using the modified version, you'll have the back of your chair in your hand. You're going to take one big step forward. If you're mirroring me with your right foot, you're going to twist up and look to the right with your right arm. You're going to bring your hand back to the chair. We'll step back. You'll take a big step forward with your left leg, big twist to the left. If you want that extra added challenge, you're going to come all the way down into a plank position. You'll step forward with one leg and then twist and look up. Same thing, step back, step forward with the opposite leg, twist and look up. Whatever challenge you want today, join me or do that same power twist you just did in standing. All right, using the chair, walking back just a little bit. Here we go for 10. So big step forward with our right foot, twist right, look right, reach right. Hand back to the chair, big step back for 1. Other side, step forward with your left foot, twist up, look to the left. Hand back together, step back. That was 2. Big step right, twist right. Hand back, step back. That was 3. Big step left. Twist left, hand back to the chair, step back, other side, big step right foot, twist right, hand to the chair, step back, big step left foot, twist left, hand to the chair, step back. Let's go 4 more, big step right, twist right, hand to the chair, step back, big step left, twist left. Hand to the chair, step back, last 2, big step right, twist right. Hand to the chair, step back, big step left, twist left, hand to the chair, and then stand up nice and tall. Great job. All right, power step, working on big amplitude, good transitions. The last one here again, if you're in sitting, you're gonna have your hands on your lap. You're gonna lean forward. As you sit back up, you're gonna take a big step out to the side and then a big step back to the middle, and we'll alternate legs. This is really applicable to lifting your legs up to get out of the car, or needing to scoot over in a booth if you're at a restaurant. If you're in standing, feet are gonna be together. You're gonna take a big step, big reach, look at your hand, and then bring your feet back together. Try not to drag your foot as we step. Okay, 10 in a row. Count out loud with me. Amplitude all the way through the fingertips. Ready? Here we go. 1, together. 2, together. 3, together. 4, together. 5, together. 6, together. 7, together, 8, together, here's 9, together, last one, 10, together. All right, that power step with a spice. You want to stay in the chair, do it the exact same way. You can do it how we did in standing. If you want that extra balance challenge today, we're going to be standing here. You're going to take a step pretty similar to what we just did. I'm going to give myself a little bit of room. So now one foot's gonna be pointed out towards the left if you're facing me or mirroring me, and then one foot's pointed straight forward. We're gonna turn our hips so that we pivot on our back leg. We're gonna come down into a lunge and we're gonna lift our arms up over our head. And then we're gonna come back to a standing position and bring our feet together. So again, it'll be a big step out to the side. We're gonna turn our hips, pivot on that back foot, sink down, big reach up overhead. For those of you that want to hold on to something, go ahead and have a chair close by. If it's right in front of you, you'll do a big step, turn your body, sink down and reach up. So we'll face forward again, feet together. Other side, big step. Turn those hips, sink down and reach up overhead. I'm gonna do the more challenging version because we're almost done with class. All right, here we go. Whichever one you wanna do. So big step left, turn those hips left, sink down, reach your arms up overhead, and then return back to that starting position for one. Big step right, turn your hips right, drop down, reach up over your head, and then return to that starting position for two. Here we go, big step, twist, sink down, reach up, here's three. Coming back to that starting position, big step right, twist, sink down, big reach. Come back to that starting position, that was four. Big step left, twist left, sink down, big reach. Feet together, big step right, turn those hips right, sink down, reach up overhead, feet together. We have four more, big step left, twist, sink down, big reach, and then feet together, other side, big step right, turn right, sink down, big reach, return to that starting position. Last two, we are almost done. Big step, turn those hips, sink down, feet together, last one, big step, twist, drop down, arms up, and then feet together. Woo! Nice job. I feel my legs burning a little bit with that one. That one was challenging. A lot of core required throughout all of these exercises and definitely challenging on your balance at the same time. So again, great job, everybody. For a cool down, I want everybody to grab their chair and we're gonna come into a seated position. Woo, I'm gonna catch my breath a little bit. So we're gonna do we're gonna flow through our power moves in a seated position, but we're gonna hold it a little bit longer and prepare. But first, we're gonna stretch our hamstrings and our glutes because I just feel like I worked them pretty well, and so I wanna give them a good stretch. We normally do one leg at a time forward, but I want us to try and kick both feet out in front of us. You're gonna try and have your legs nice and straight, toes up if you want that extra stretch. If you're here with your posture, I want you to sit up, use that core, and if you need to, you can hold on to the chair to help you maintain a good position. When you're ready, you're gonna take a big inhale, and then if you can, you're gonna forward fold, hinging forward at your hips. If you already feel a stretch when you were up in the upright seated position, just hold that there. We're getting both legs at the same time, so we can do a little bit more stretching at the end instead of one leg at a time. So make sure you're breathing with your static stretching. Don't hold your breath. I always say with each exhale, you can see if you can come a little bit deeper into that stretch. Good. A few more seconds here. I'm really tight, so I can feel my left foot tingling a little bit, compressing a nerve. All right, and then we'll go ahead and sit back up. I'm gonna turn so you can see me. We're gonna do a figure four to get those lateral glutes. So it's like you're bringing your foot up to put your shoes or your socks on. Have to have a good amount of hip mobility to do this. If you need to keep one leg kicked out in front and cross that leg over like this, that's okay as well. If you do have trouble putting your shoes and socks on, this is a great stretch to do. So I'm in this figure four position here. Again, you don't want your back rounded out. I really want you to try and sit up nice and tall. If you're tight, you'll be feeling a stretch here. You can press down on that top knee for a little bit of overpressure. And breathe. Holding here. I know I've said it before, but static stretching post-workout to kind of, again, work on improving your flexibility, but starting to kind of decrease your internal core temperature, get that heart rate to slow down. Good. Shake it out if you need to. Grab that other leg, bring it up and over. Again, you're gonna sit up nice and tall, a little overpressure if you like. If you want a deeper stretch, you can hinge forward at your waist. Don't round that back out. And breathe. Sometimes I like to do ankle rolls with this one because why not? You definitely worked your ankles today too, trying to maintain balance with some of those exercises. A little bit longer here, and then we're gonna do prepare with all of our seated power moves because they definitely help us stretch out our core as well. Woo, that side was tight. Okay, take a nice wide stance in a seated position. Hands are gonna go on your lap. I want you to try, I scoot back a little bit, I'm gonna fall on my chair. I want you actually to try and reach all the way down towards the floor, okay? If you can, if not, that's okay. We're getting a big stretch in our low back here. Breathe in and out. And then I want you to slowly work your way up. You can bring your hands back to your thighs if you need to help you sit up. And now you're gonna bring your arms out to the side. Head is up, chest is up. Give me 3 nice deep breaths, in and out. Good. Okay, now we're gonna do our power rock. You're gonna bring one arm down to your thigh. You're gonna reach up and over. We're gonna hold here for 3 counts. If you want to and you want that extra stretch, I welcome you to join me. You're gonna try and bring your hands all the way down to the floor. Woo, big stretch, reach up, whichever one you wanna do. 3 nice deep breaths. We definitely worked our lateral core and I feel the stretch. All right, slowly make your way up to sitting. We're gonna do the other side, either hand on your thigh or all the way down to the floor. Breathe in and out. Good, coming back up to sitting. Not your traditional power twist in the seated position, but close to it. You're gonna bring both hands out in front. I want you to think that your pelvis isn't rotating this time, it's staying forward. You're gonna bring, don't wanna hit the wall. You're gonna bring your left arm, if you're mirroring me, all the way behind you. You're gonna try and look behind you. 3 deep breaths here. Each exhale, can you rotate back into it even more? Good, and then hands together. You're gonna twist right, look back, reach back. 3 deep breaths. Good, coming back to center. Last one for our inner thighs. You're gonna bring your feet together. Hinge forward, big step out to that side. Take a wide stance. You're gonna use your palms. You're gonna push your legs apart. If you're mirroring me, I want you to twist your body to the left and then twist your body to the right. As you twist, trying to open your hips up even more. Go at a speed that feels good to you. I'm gonna do one more each direction. Ooh, feel this in my back too. Big step, bring those feet together. Now we're gonna do a big step out to the right. Again, your palms are gonna be pushing your hand or your legs apart. So big twist right, push that left leg away. Big twist right, push that, left, push that right leg away. And you're just gonna switch side to side. Do one more here. Don't forget to breathe. and relax. Good. Shake out the legs, roll out your shoulders, do whatever feels good. But thanks for joining me today. I hope all of you enjoyed the workout. My core feels strong. I hope yours does too.